Hey sis, welcome to my channel. I'm Daisha, aka Miss Broken Bougie, always on a quest to serve you some sort of rich auntie vibes, typically by way of sustainable fashion. So today we're going to be doing a thrifted transformation, a thrift flip. If you want to see how I transform this two-piece into this banging set, if I may say so myself, go ahead and stay tuned. Okay guys, so this pleated skirt I will be transforming into a wide-legged pants. It's going to be a midi pants because it's not all the way down to my knees. It will be similar to a palazzo pants, but I think the midis, they call them culottes or culottes. I already had a shorts that was similar in shape and size, so I went ahead and folded it and placed it on it. So what you see me doing here is measuring the waist, from the waist to the crotch. So that was for the back, because the back is typically longer than the front, so you want to make sure that you accurately measure both. So I did the back end just now, and now I'm doing the front. That would be from belly button to crotch side. So I'm just pinning them into place, and then I'm going to add some straight stitch just to hold it when I'm cutting it. So I'm just pinning them right now. And then, like I told you, I already added the stitch, so now I'm cutting all the way up to where the crotch will end. And when I open this, you will see the legs formed out. So you cut from bottom to top for the front, and you do the same for the back. All right, and now I'm just cutting out the crotch to waist area. So that's typically where you see the zips, if it's not like a side zip, you know, but you'll see how it comes out at the end. And whatever you do for one side, you always do it for the other side. So now you just take the skirt in the middle, you open it, and there you go. You got two pant legs. So now I'm just going to pin both legs to keep them in place for when I'm sewing it. Nothing moves, you know, you always want it to be even and smooth. And there I am stitching the waist to crotch area. And you always want to make sure that you do a back stitch just to make sure that it's super secure. So we're almost done with that. Just the hem, add a button, tack down these areas, and there we go. I'm not sure if I want to make it longer or shorter. All right guys, so the pants is done basically. Now we're moving on to the shirt, and what I'm showing you right there is where I'm going to be cutting the shirt to make the vest, because I want yes, and I'm drawing with a pencil on myself because I want it to be very accurate, and I want this vest to come underneath the boob. So what I'm doing now is I'm removing the edges. I don't know what this is called. It's not the hem, because the hem is typically at the bottom, right? But either way, that is usually to prevent fraying, and I'm cutting that off because I'm going to be using it. Remember, we're trying to make some kind of quality, but with not all that work, you know what I mean? Because we're not professionals, we're all some sort of amateur. So now I'm just going to be cutting out the area that I drew on after securing the edges. I think that's what I'm going to be calling it. So just cutting down, and again, whatever you do on one side, you want to do on the other side, because we're not trying to look lopsided out here. You know what I mean? Lopsided. How do they pronounce it? I'm Jamaican, so it's just what it is. All right, so now I'm trying to make sure that everything is equal. You know, you don't have one side bigger than the other side. So that's just what I was making sure of there. And now I'm going to complete the cutting process. And you will notice that here there is a little bit of curve, because I want the curve under the boob to be really, you know, defined. So like in the middle of the chest there, you'll see a little pointy, get that little pointy effect. So now I am removing the same thing from the underarm, just so when I'm making the adjustments, it's not bulky. And I'm also going to go ahead and seam rip the hem and remove the excess fabric, just so when I'm making the vest and adjusting the length of the shirt, it's not bulky. You know, we want the thing to look seamless all the time, trying to be flawless in these streets, you know. Yeah, so we're just cutting off that excess. And sis, if you're liking the vibe, would you be so kind as to hit that subscribe button? Also, tap that bell icon so you get notified every week when we drop a video. All right, so what I'm showing you is how much I'm going to be taking in. I was using the machine to measure 1.5 inches, and that's the amount that I'll be taking from each side. So that's like 3 inches from both sides. And then I'm going to be creating darts in the back. So that's what that is. Typically, to create a dart, what I do is I draw at the bottom of the fabric. I make a 1 inch line going across, and then I find the center of that inch, so that would be 0.5, and then I make a straight line at the 0.5 going up, and then on both ends, like you see me doing here, you make slant lines, right? So when you're pinning or sewing, the loop, I would say, should be getting thinner as you move further up, because you want it to be seamless. You don't want you to get at the top of the shirt and then there's like this big, you know, bulk or gathering there. So this is to make it seamless and clean. So the bottom of it the bottom loop should be a little bit wider, as you can see there. It should have like a triangular effect. So as you sew from the top, it should be getting wider as you go to the bottom. And remember to remove your pins, guys. And there you go. So you see what I'm saying? You see how clean that is? It's almost like it's not there. That's what you're trying to go for. Now this is the progress. This is what we've done so far. And I realized that I needed to take in way more than, you know, 3 or 5 inches. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pin this on myself, sis, just for the accuracy, because ain't nobody got time. We're trying to get this thing to suffocate us, suck us in, hold us in. So that's what we're doing here. I'm just testing to make sure that I don't have to like go back and forth again. And once it fits, then you're free to sew. So I have it all lined up. Just gonna stitch now. We are done. Yes, this is another day, so I did that. I closed up the underarm. Just shorten that and then we'll be done. I'm gonna style it and we see what's up, sis. Yeah, that's what's up. Yes, so I went ahead and I styled these shorts. I threw on an oversized shirt, put it on backwards, you know, not the back. Threw on some heels, some diamond socks. You could get that from your boyfriend's closet, your daddy's closet, or Target. And that's the pants, guys. I'm so in love with them, I promise you. But working with the pleat was a little bit challenging. And there is the vest, honey. Can you tell that I was feeling myself? Thank you guys so much for watching. Come back and see us next week. Go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments if you would rock this look.